Over 2,000 years ago, a baby was born who would revolutionize the way we live and worship God. The prophecy of Isaiah was fulfilled, and out of Nazareth a king was born. There remains much hope in the fact that our lives continue to be governed and influenced by the life of Christ. It is quite amazing that the words he spoke and the example he set still inspire and guide us 2,000 years on. Jesus urged us to turn from selfish ways, to be of service to others, to live with love in our hearts. He told us to be our brother's keeper, to love thy neighbor, and to live in peace. He encouraged us to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Jesus made us see the power of goodness. The kingdom of God lies in all our hearts. His teachings are immortal. They lie at the very center of our being, and the questions they raise in our hearts each day, wherever we are, whatever we do, are not ignorable. Jesus made us see that we know right from wrong, service from selfishness, charity from greed, compassion from indifference. And by his life, he showed us the path that would take us to a righteous world. Jesus gives us hope. Hope is essential. It keeps us believing. It keeps us trying. It is often one thing that stands between us and despair. My friends, Bermuda today is a troubled place. The sense that we are heading in the wrong direction is widespread. The concern that we are failing to solve our problems is deep. The fear that we are slipping is with us. These are truths about Bermuda today, but they are not the final truth. Bermuda can do better. We are a resilient, resourceful people. Our history proves that. And when I look around today, I see the attributes and the character that made this island great still there, still strong, in all walks of life. How we do better as Bermudians for Bermuda is up to each of us. We do not have to wait for others to lead the way. We do not have to wait for others to show us what to do. Instead, we can each start with a simple question not often asked. How can I help my country? What can I do to make it better? The answer does not have to be about doing something extraordinary. It can simply be about doing what we do better. In the home, it can be paying closer attention to your children's schooling, giving them support they need, helping them start each day with full stomachs and a positive outlook. In the workplace, it can be about doing your best each day, being on time, being productive, helping a colleague, finding pride in what you do. In school, it can be about obeying the rules, respecting the teacher, listening to their lessons, and working for a higher mark. In the community, it can be about lending a hand, helping those less fortunate, being respectful and polite. For a gang member, it can be a moment of recognition, honesty, and courage that turns him away from an unacceptable future. For a businessman, it can be taking on that able worker even in the midst of a recession. For a politician, it can be about acting on the best idea, no matter who presents it. This is a time for all of us to be at our best, a time for all of us to reach out with love in our hearts. We have the power to change our island for the better. We can be the way. Jesus knew this. He taught us to know that we hold the answers, that we need wait for no one to do right. to decide for the better, to act with love in all things. 2,000 years on, he remains the beacon for a righteous, loving world. That is why Christmas is so important. It recalls the birth of Jesus, his life, his words. It reminds us there is hope and that the answer lies within us. Merry Christmas, and may God bless you all.